The other option right underneath retargeting is behavioral targeting, which we can see here. So again, most users, when they start off a brand new campaign, they usually keep this option blank. But we do compile a lot of different data about users who have a propensity to visit certain sites, and we funnel it back to first impression. So for some reason you display a trend in your browsing to go to business sites or automotive sites or education sites, we funnel that information back into first impression. So let's say you have a very business-oriented campaign and you really only want to hit that particular audience. So you could select business,
okay,
careers, etc. And then you could click Update Audience Targeting, and you'll be good to go. So what I usually recommend is, again, starting off a brand new campaign, don't necessarily target or use this particular targeting feature yet, but once you see how the campaign performs and if you need to narrow down your audience, this is a great feature to use.
Okay, so we can't target by demographics, but we can kind of guess. For example, if we go with the family and parenting category, we're more likely to hit more females of a certain age, and
right.
Home and garden, that sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not that you can't target by demographics. It's just we haven't gotten to that particular screen yet. So we do have that targeting feature, which I'll show you on the next tab.
Okay, cool.
So our next tab following audience targeting is link sites. And this particular tab will actually show you every single site that we have within our inventory list at the moment. And this on the left-hand side here, this list reflects what we have on the regular desktop web side of our business. If you were to run a mobile campaign, everything here would be just a variety of different apps and mobile websites. And if this were a video campaign, then you'd see all of our sites that are integrated into our video side of the business.
Okay.
So we see a variety of different sites here, along with their average impression count that we see on a daily basis. And some sites even will give you additional info if you click on the domain itself. And it'll show you the category of the site, impressions, and it'll give you a breakdown of what ad sizes are popular on that particular domain. So for Answers.com, for example, we see that the primary ad size and the most popular web ad size there is a 300 by 250, followed by 728 by 90, and then 160 by 600.
Okay, so there's almost 10,000 sites there. Do you recommend targeting a lot of them or trying to narrow it down somewhat?
Again, it depends on the campaign. If, let's say, the goal of the campaign is to get as much traffic as possible and it's a branding campaign, absolutely do select Run a Network and target everything. Run a Network is a great way to scale very fast, and it's also a great way to see which sites out of our entire inventory list will give you the most impressions, the most clicks, the most performance. If you want to be a little bit more conservative with your targeting, you can absolutely go down our list and basically select site by site by site by clicking this link site button. But it'll be more of a guessing game, just because you might select a site that has 600,000 daily impressions and a site that has 2,000 daily impressions. So the ramp up period may take a little bit longer.
Yeah, right. Okay.
One other thing we have on this particular screen is you'll see under Site Filter here. So under Site Filter, we are integrated with What Runs Where, and we also have a demographic filter here as well. So if you've ever used What Runs Where, this is basically a very simple version of What Runs Where. So you can input a certain competitor domain or a domain you want to analyze, and if they advertise on sites that exist within our inventory list, you'll actually see those come up. And you could also use the demographic filter here in order to find which sites are prevalent with the type of audience you're targeting. So maybe not necessarily you can choose strictly, I just want to target audiences between 25 and 34 females in the United States, but you could definitely find sites within our inventory list that will have that audience as its prevalent audience.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Cool. We also have a category filter here. Right now we're looking at all categories, But let's say you want to target strictly sites out of the careers category. You can choose that, and we'll show you every single site within our inventory list under careers. And same goes for education, family, parenting, etc. Basically everything we have here.
Okay.
So again, this is a great way to narrow down your audience and start optimizing once you see how the campaign performs.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side, you may notice that I've already selected this to be a run a network campaign. So one thing that you can do is you'll be able to see under dashboards after expanding the campaign which sites are performing and which sites are not performing. So let's say urbanspoon.com is sending you 500,000 impressions on a daily basis with a very poor click-through rate and a very poor conversion rate. You can take urbanspoon.com and place it in this particular field in order to be blocklisted. So essentially, you're going to delete it out of your target list and not allow your ads to show there anymore since it has proven to be ineffective.
Right. Okay.
Cool. So after you've chosen the sites or you've chosen run a network, you could save and move on to site optimization. And site optimization tab is a tab that you'll use later on once the campaign is already live. So under this particular tab, let's say I'm looking at run a network, but let's say you have 10,000 different sites here or 5,000 different sites. What you can do is you can double click on any one of the rows and you can change the status, bid, and the daily spend cap and the overall spend cap per site. So you could offline a certain site, you could archive it, meaning essentially you're going to delete it. You could change the bid, you could change the spend cap here, or you could change the daily spend cap per site. You can also utilize day parting as well, just by clicking this little clock icon. And you can choose which days and times your ads to run. So let's say I only want my ads to run on the weekend between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. It's a very specific type of campaign.
Okay, so you would do this after seeing how they're performing, or would you do this right out of the gate?
I would do this after seeing how it performs.
Okay.
Unless of course, the offer or whatever campaign you have calls for a specific time of day that only, let's say, people over the ages of 18, whatever, can purchase it, and you've already seen demographics and information before the campaign is launched on what performs best. Of course, utilize these options.
Okay.
And last but not least, we have our conversion pixel tab here. So in case our clients want to utilize first impression and actually track their performance through here as opposed to tracking through a different type of attribution platform, we provide a couple of different conversion pixels here. We provide image pixels, iframe, both secure and non-secure. And you can copy and paste these over onto your confirmation pages or your thank you pages, and the conversions would be reflected under the dashboard here. One other thing under the dashboard that you will be able to see is by clicking this little icon here in order to expand. You'll be able to see which particular sites are sending you all your impressions, your clicks, how much is each site costing, etc. And you could drill down even further and drill down to the ads.
Nice. Okay.
So the platform is 100% transparent. We give you information behind every placement, behind every domain, in order for our clients to make the best decisions with their campaign and ultimately back into a positive ROI.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so obviously there's a lot of features here. There are a lot of options, a lot of targeting capabilities. What else do you think people should know to make a decision that they want to try the platform?
Definitely test out different campaigns and test out different audiences as well. So the cool thing about First Impression is you could create campaigns very, very quickly, as we've just seen, which allows you to test very, very fast as well. So you could run a variety of A/B tests, ABC tests, etc. behind different geos, different ads, different audiences, different sites. So I'd say whenever you start off, definitely run some testing in order to see what's going to perform for you. Everything else, we do provide a ton of different targeting features, so use those with the test as well. Everything from behavioral targeting down to site targeting, and even after the campaign is your regular campaigns are running for a while, play with retargeting a little bit as well in case you do want to recapture abandoners. So in case you do want to improve some conversions, I think retargeting is a great feature to use through here, especially with the ease of setup.
Okay, so if somebody wants to sign up, are they just going to the site, first-impression.com, or is there another process you want them to take?
Yeah, there's a couple of different ways. You could always go through our site and you'll go through our product and you'll see First Impression there and sign up through there. You could go to first-impression.com and create new account here, or always reach out to me as well and I could create an account for our clients.
All right, so that was awesome, Alex. That was great walking through and actually being able to see it, because I've talked to you multiple times. You've told me verbally what's there, but actually seeing it and actually seeing a campaign being created and the options, that was really good. So
great.
Any final words of wisdom, people watching that are thinking, wow, that's really cool, yeah, I want to try it, any final words of wisdom for them or advice that you'd like to give?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a very easy platform to use and allows you to connect to a huge audience across the world. So it's absolutely worth a try with a variety of different campaigns. And I would like people to reach out to me as well in case they have any questions or they want to sign up. My email is alex@engagebdr.com, and I look forward to connecting with a lot of different new clients that we want to get on board.
Yeah, sounds great. Well, thanks again, Alex. I appreciate your time walking us through that. It was a really good demo. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Thank you.